मान्य श्री शासन मंडली अध्यक्षुलु मान्य शासन सभा अध्यक्षुलु मान्य श्री मुख्यमंत्री गारू गौरवनीय शासन मंडली सभ्युलु शासन सभा सभ्युलु మీ అందరికీ నా వందనములు 2017-18 బడ్జెట్ సమావేశాల సందర్భంగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ శాసనసభ 4వ సంయుక్త సమావేశాలలో ప్రసంగించడం నాకు ఎంతో సంతోషంగా ఉంది. నేను ఇది ఒక పెద్ద భాగ్యమని కరుతున్నాను. అతి స్వల్ప కాలంలో నిర్మించిన ఈ నూతన అసెంబ్లీ భవనాలలో మొదటిసారిగా జరుగుతున్న ఈ సమావేశాలు చరిత్రలో నిలిచిపోతాయి. Honorable members, 11:06 hours of March 5, 2017 will be etched forever in the history of Andhra Pradesh as a golden moment. I would congratulate all those who had put in their efforts to make this historic occasion possible today at 11:06 hours. May God bless them all. Undaunted by the numerous challenges post-bifurcation, my government converted every crisis into an opportunity thanks to an astute leadership. The numerous post-bifurcation challenges, including budgetary constraints, infrastructural deficiencies, and unresolved issues arising from the Reorganization Act, have not deterred my government. The visionary leadership, basing its resolve on turning every adversity into a challenging opportunity, has helped the state to gallop towards its award objective of all-around development over the last 2.5 years. At a juncture when both the central and state governments share a common development vision and a deep concern for the well-being of our people, I am very happy to tell you that our state is progressing with great clarity in respect of its goals to be one among the top 3 performing states in the country by 2022, the best state in the country by 2029, and eventually becoming the most preferred global investment destination by 2050. To achieve these goals, my government has evolved a holistic monitoring strategy encompassing 5 themes: gross value added, sustainable development goals, Samaja Vikasam, Kutumba Vikasam, and key performance indicators. The broad development strategy under the 7 missions, 5 grids and 5 campaign modes taken up by my government will be the basis for this overall vision framework for a total transformation of our society towards total prosperity with happiness all over. A review of our performance during the last 2.5 years is a clear display of positive achievements. The completion of the prestigious Pattisima in a record time of a year, moving ahead on Polavaram project to give water by gravity before 2018 and attain fruition by 2019, prioritization of other irrigation projects, transforming the state from a power deficit status to one of surplus power, rapid adoption of energy efficient LED bulbs, drought proofing measures, real-time governance, conduct of Krishna Pushkarams, construction of new interim secretariat and legislature buildings in a record time, effective, good and encouraging results at the partnership summits, among the many more. In sync with Union Government's decision to dispense with plan and non-plan categorization and to classify the expenditure under capital and revenue heads from 2017-18 onwards, my government is streamlining the budgeting process. We are optimizing allocation of funds to departments by assessing the performance under key parameters for achieving clear outcomes. It is pertinent to recall my statement in the last year's address in the budget session that sustaining double-digit growth for the next 14 years is imperative for Andhra Pradesh to stand tall among its peers and attain global benchmarks. Despite the fact that the state reorganization had put tremendous stress on the financial and other resources, my government's unflinching commitment to withstand the challenges and pursue specific growth strategies has started yielding fruitful results. Our aspiration of double-digit inclusive growth is today a reality. My state has recorded an impressive economic growth of 10.99% in the fiscal year 2015-16, the only state in the country to record double-digit growth. We find encouraging trends in the current year also. Due to untiring efforts and innovative policies, my government could post a healthy growth rate of 12.23% in the first half of the financial year 2016-17 and expects to maintain double-digit growth for the full year. As a result of strategic planning and innovative practices for productivity improvement and value addition, agriculture and allied sectors have shown phenomenal growth of 24.44% during the first half, April to September 2016, of the current financial year. This has achieved despite 28% deficit rainfall in the state. Agriculture with 3.69%, fisheries with 42.57%, livestock with 14.91%, and horticulture with 18.33% growth rates have provided support to the agriculture sector. Industries and service sectors with sectoral growth rates of 9.98 and 9.57% respectively with the first half year of 2016-17 have also displayed promising results. Service sector being a major growth driver and employment generator, my government is planning to give it a big push to all the key subsectors. My government is targeting water security by creating smart water grid for drinking water, irrigation and industrial purposes. Interlinking of rivers Godavari and Krishna through Pattisima lift scheme has helped in stabilizing Krishna Delta, resulting in significant gains to the farmers. The scheme has a potential to benefit more than 14 lakh acres. We may recall that one of the first decisions of the Union government to transfer the 7 mandals in Telangana to our state made Polavaram become a reality. My government wholeheartedly thanks the Union government for treating Polavaram project as a national project. Assistance extended by the Union government through NABARD to the Polavaram project authority helped in hastening the pace of work with a targeted completion of 2019. Project works at diaphragm wall, coffer dam, earth-cum-rockfill dam, crest gates, spillway and spill channels are in progress. We have been monitoring the progress of the project by virtual inspection with the help of drones on a real-time basis to complete the project on time. My government is committed to complete all prioritized projects in a focused manner within a definite time frame. Totapalli, Polavaram Right Canal and Gandikota projects have been completed. Polavaram Left Canal, Telugu Ganga, Veligonda, Handiniva and Galeru Nagari projects are being executed on a fast-track mode and some of them are in an advanced stage of completion. Purushotapatnam and interlinking of Nagavali Vamsadhara rivers are being accorded priority. Setting up a smart water grid through interlinking of rivers is our commitment. My government is keen to conserve every drop of water and is working towards sustainable ground and surface water management through programs like Neeru Chettu, Neeru Pragati, Panta Sanjeevani, farm ponds, Panta Raksha and borewells under the NTR Jalasiri program. For optimum utilization of water resources, my government plans to extensively deploy micro irrigation facilities. We aim to drought-proof the state and provide irrigation facilities for all the regions. Honourable members may recall that we had assured to provide clean drinking water to all households under the NTR Sujala. We are committed to fulfill this promise in totality. We are also committed to supply clean drinking water to the fluoride-affected and saline-affected areas. All problematic villages will be addressed under the targeted programs which will not only have normal budgetary support but EAP assistance as well. My government is committed to make agriculture more profitable, attractive and cost-effective through adoption of innovative practices leading to substantial improvements in production and productivity. Programs like micronutrient deficiency correction, providing soil health cards to all the farmers to reduce fertilizer consumption, extensive use of vermicompost, farm mechanization on subsidy basis, relieving small and marginal farmers from high-cost machinery by putting custom hiring centers in place, increasing cropping intensity, encouraging intercropping and putting in place large-scale extension services are some of the important interventions that are helping the farmers to earn additional income. Demonstration of best management practices in cluster mode through Chandrana Raitu Kshetralu has resulted in improved productivity levels of paddy, maize, red gram and cotton. My government is promoting zero-budget natural farming in a big way, formulating clusters in each mandal of the districts. Subhash Palekar's zero-budget natural farming practices are being adopted. A MOU has been signed with Azim Premji Philanthropy Initiative in this regard. Despite the huge revenue deficit, the implementation of the debt redemption scheme in a transparent manner through Raitu Sadhika Samstha, Farmers Empowerment Organization, is truly commendable. It is pertinent to observe that under the scheme, more than rupees 11,000 crores has been paid into 55 lakh farmers' accounts till date towards one-time settlement for farmers having debt less than 50,000 rupees and 2 installments for farmers who are having debt up of rupees 50,000 and above and up to rupees 1,50,000. The outstanding installments to the farmers carry 10% interest payment also. Debt waiver to a tune of 385 crore has been extended to the horticulture farmers also. In spite of the government's resolve to effectively implement various farmer-friendly programs, adversarial attempts in the garb of fake and spurious feed manufacturers and dealers have been intent in harming the interests of the farming community. To arrest and curb this menace, my government is committed to bring in Special Seed Act, which will attract severe punishment to offenders. Making quality seed available to farmers is our commitment. The agrarian state of Andhra Pradesh is heading towards a value addition platform from the conventional production approach. Horticulture sector is an essential component for food and nutrition security in the state. Efforts of my government have kept Andhra Pradesh atop in the production of oil palm, papaya, citrus and chilies, and second in the production of mango and tomato in the country. Micro irrigation through drip and sprinkler mechanism has proved effective both in terms of cost and output. We are implementing strategies to make Rayalaseema a horticultural hub. My government targets to cover 1 million farmers in the next 3 years under the farmer producer organizations for agriculture and allied sectors in order to establish forward and backward linkages and to promote the products of Andhra Pradesh to global standards. Livestock sector has emerged as an alternative and dependable source of income generation even during times of severe drought. My government is providing fodder to livestock at the doorsteps of the farmers below poverty line at 50% subsidy, ensuring fodder security under Kutumba Vikasam. My government endeavors to insulate the farmers from the vagaries of agriculture by focus on livestock sector to ensure that every household has a minimum monthly income of rupees 10,000. Fisheries sector has witnessed a phenomenal growth in the recent past. Andhra Pradesh is accounting for 70% of the total culture prawn in the country and occupies a share of 45% in the total seafood exports in the country. Fisheries are providing employment to 14.5 lakh persons and contributing significantly to the state's economy. My government has initiated plans to make Andhra Pradesh the aqua hub of the world. My government has initiated a people's movement under the Vanam Manam program. Under the mission Harita Andhra Pradesh campaign, we target to increase the present green cover from 26% to 50% in the state by the year 2029. The entire process will be monitored with geotagging. Sustained efforts are being taken up to ensure that most of the Nagara Vanams are operational by the end of March 2017, and my government has evolved Palle Vanam theme to improve forestry in rural areas. After the state reorganization, Andhra Pradesh is predominantly an agrarian economy. My government, while strengthening the agriculture sector to make farming a profitable occupation, is also undertaking structural reforms to give impetus to accelerate industrialization. To create a good ecosystem for investments, my government has come up with an innovative industrial policy coupled with attractive fiscal incentives. Sector-specific policies are in place for developing different segments like food processing, textiles, electronics, hardware, automobiles, aerospace, defense, tourism, and others are creating opportunities for entrepreneurs and generating employment. The first investment meet held a year ago in Visakhapatnam attracted 328 investment proposals worth 4.67 lakh crore. With an impressive hit rate of about 48%, these projects are at various stages of implementation and grounding. It is a matter of pride and encouragement that my government has successfully hosted the 2-day AP-CII Partnership Summit for the second time in succession at Visakhapatnam in January 2017. The summit, exceeding all expectations, witnessed signing of 665 memoranda of understanding worth rupees 10.54 lakh crores with a potential to provide employment to 22.34 lakh persons. The response of investors from all across the globe displaying interest to invest in different industries in the state speaks volumes of the confidence and faith of the investors and people in the state's leadership. Andhra Pradesh has occupied the first position in the ease of doing business rankings this year as rated by the World Bank and the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. I am happy to say that our state, which was placed second last year, has fulfilled its pledge to be the number one this year. In recognition of our outstanding efforts in various sectors, my government has been the recipient of several national and international awards. 5 awards in energy sector for energy efficiency and conservation, 1 award in irrigation sector for better water management, 1 award in the industry sector for ease of doing business, 1 award in revenue department for Me-Kosam portal, a public grievance redressal forum, and 3 awards to finance department for e-governance and financial management are to name a few. My state has topped in attracting private sector investments as per latest RBI bulletin for the year ended 2016. It is indeed a matter of great satisfaction to see Andhra Pradesh being conferred the State of the Year award by eminent jury of CNBC TV 18 and bagged the India Business Leader Award. My congratulations go to the personnel of the various departments who have made this possible. Tourism is an effective instrument in terms of generating employment, earning revenue and foreign exchange, enhance environment, preserving culture and tradition, thereby resulting in overall development. My government is committed to develop heritage spots in Kurnool, Prakasham, Rajamandri, Tirupati, Vijayawada, Visakhapatnam and other important places. Divine destinations like Tirupati, Srisailam, Srikalahasti, Kadapa Darga, Mahanandi, Simhachalam, Annavaram, Vijayawada and other places are being integrated into the religious tourism circuits. While ensuring that the biodiversity and socio-economic needs of the community are maintained, beach tourism is being promoted. World-class coastal and eco-tourism circuits are being developed. Keeping the importance of medium and small industries and their potential contribution to the state economy, my government is contemplating to set up an MSME authority to step up performance of MSMEs, revive the Sikh industries and support their credit needs. Power sector in the state has several success stories to its credit. From a 22.5 million unit deficit in June 2014, we have today turned into a power surplus state and are able to provide quality power to all domestic and industrial consumers on a 24/7 basis. The best practices followed by Andhra Pradesh state in the power sector are being emulated by other states. We have prioritized energization of pending agricultural borewells. Our performance on the additional non-conventional capacity generation in terms of solar and wind is very encouraging. We have successfully brought down the transmission and distribution losses to a single digit. My government is committed to establish a knowledge society and ensure quality education for all. We are putting necessary reforms in place to achieve 100% literacy by 2019 and prepare youth to serve the needs of industry and society. Establishing digital classrooms, implementing biometric attendance in schools, biometric-based payment of scholarships, and conducting online courses through AP e-knowledge exchange are some of our key interventions. Innovative programs like supplying the bicycles for reducing the dropout rate at secondary school level, especially among the girl students, are planned to be implemented. Our efforts to make Andhra Pradesh a knowledge state and education hub of the country are on track. My state is reaching new heights with the advent of new premier institutions in various disciplines like engineering, medicine, management, petroleum, logistics, sports and others. Permissions are being accorded on fast track to all proposals to set up such quality institutions in the state through the single window system. Institutions of international repute have already started construction work in our new capital city and other parts of the state. Collaboration is also being sought from world's top-ranking education institutions to provide access to higher learning to our students. Andhra Pradesh, I am sure, will soon emerge as a major education hub in the country. My government had organized the 104th Indian Science Congress in Tirupati, where world-renowned scientists including Nobel laureates had participated. further conduct of the International Fleet Review, Intellectual Property Rights Workshop, Indian Economic Association, National Women's Parliament has helped in providing the state a brand distinct image and improved the visibility of the state at the national and international levels. My government is working closely with reputed organizations to devise employable and effective skill development strategies so as to synergize the skilling efforts and deliver a structured, sustainable and scalable framework to impart state-of-the-art skills to the unemployed, underemployed and unbenchmarked youth in the state. Skill development is being accorded adequate focus and we are targeting to train about 5.69 lakh persons under various skill segments during the year 2017-18. Providing employment to youth continues to be at the top of our priority list. Taking advantage of the huge demographic dividend, we are committed to bring out a comprehensive youth policy to guide them and provide them with necessary life skills. In spite of our efforts to provide necessary skills in various trades and skill development activities being undertaken for making them self-reliant, some of the youth may remain unemployed. My government has decided to offer assistance to such unemployed youth with a predefined educational qualification and channelize their energies in the social service sector. With due regard to the cultural heritage of the people and respect for their age-old sentiments and worshipping nature, my government has organized the Krishna Pushkarams in all solemnity and in a festive atmosphere. My government is passionate about promoting and conserving our traditional arts, crafts and various other cultural forms for posterity. Our encouragement to Kuchipudi dance is a testimony to our commitment to the sphere of culture. We have organized the 5th International Kuchipudi Dance Convention in Vijayawada. 6,117 dancers from all over the world assembled there to take part in this momentous event. This historic event has found place in the Guinness Book of World Records also. The path shown by the late Sri N.T. Rama Rao in giving pride of place to Telugu language and culture in our administration and society continues to inspire my government. We have decided to establish Telugu Bhasha Pradharikara Samstha in the place of Adhikara Bhasha Sangam. The new body will have more scope and authority to guide and implement measures to develop and promote our language, culture, literature, arts and historical research. The committee appointed by my government to advise on the measures to be implemented will soon give a comprehensive report. My government is committed to take every step to strengthen, develop and promote Telugu language. We will soon establish institutions and academies to implement the recommendations of the committee. Our endeavor is to make sure that Telugu language truly becomes the language of administration and make governance in all its forms accessible to the common people, in government offices, in courts of law and in the legislature. We take steps to make it ready for the age of internet and serve the needs of future generations. My government is committed to herald a new era in the sports arena and thus has come up with the Sports Policy 2017-22 that seeks to enhance inherent human skills with innovative sports technology. Sports persons are being provided necessary infrastructural support to enable them to compete and excel at national and international events. In recognition of the exemplary performance of Kumari P.V. Sindhu at the recent Olympics, my government has offered her a post of Deputy Collector and the same has been accepted by her. To develop and promote sports culture, increase participation and for excellence in sports, my government has conducted Khelo India competitions for under 14 and 17 categories for boys and girls. Health is another key component of human development. Improvement of maternal and child health continues to be a top priority area of my government. Special attention is being paid towards reducing the infant mortality rate and the maternal mortality rate to the measure up to the international benchmarks. Providing free lab investigations to the patients and the NTR Vaidya Pariksha, increased medical services under the NTR Vaidya Seva, health services at village levels with mobile medical units under Chandranna Sanchara Chikitsa, Arogya Raksha, Baswatakarama Mother Kits, NTR Baby Kits, Talli Bidda Express for the conveyance of women and their newborn babies from hospital to home, Mukhyamantri Patana with Vaidya Kendra are some of the health initiatives being implemented in the state. While we have achieved our target of rearing children up to 6 months exclusively on breastfeed, 99% pregnant women are being provided supplementary nutrition regularly. My government will provide ₹6,000 to the pregnant women. Besides registering significant achievements in reducing child malnutrition and improved levels of immunization, 0 to 5 years, my government is making every effort to address all the health-related issues. My government has taken steps to identify and control the main communicable disease threats. Under the campaign mode, Domala Pai Dandayatra was taken up to control mosquito menace. By setting standards for communicable disease control, effective coordinated action towards prevention is a priority of my government. In Amaravati, it is our endeavour to build a world-class capital city, and my government is leaving no stone unturned in achieving this goal. I am quite certain that the new capital city will be a model for the entire country and perhaps even the world at large. My government has proposed 9 theme-based cities within the capital city. These sub-cities will be designed to act as socio-economic fulcrums for the capital city. Each of these sub-cities will be a hub of activities serving a unique function and performing a role within the gamut of the capital city. With a view to providing hands-on role in shaping our capital city on those lines, my government has set up our entire administrative machinery in the vicinity of the new capital in the making. Rapid construction of Transit Secretariat, Assembly and Axis Road have put the growth of capital city on a fast-track mode. Best consultants from across the globe have been requisitioned for designing and building an iconic capital. We will have a distinct flavor of the culture, history and tradition of our people in its design and look while being very modern. My government is thankful to the Union government for exemption of capital gains tax in the recent budget, a big relief to farmers in the state who are given their lands under the innovative land pooling mechanism for development of the greenfield capital city of Amaravati. Wealth creation for the farmers who have pooled their lands for the capital city is of paramount importance to my government. My government has set up various institutions and special purpose vehicles to meet the challenge of urbanization. For boosting the economies of the urban land bodies in the smart cities of Visakhapatnam, Kakinada and Tirupati, not only my government is ensuring optimal utilization of the central funding in this regard, but is also providing the required infrastructure facilities. State-supported smart cities and Amrit cities are also being focused. My state has achieved open defecation-free norm for all urban areas, standing first in the country. Our focus is on providing urban water supply, stormwater drains, sewerage facilities, public transport and creation of green space in 33 ULBs in the state in phase 1. Action has been drawn to provide these facilities by 2018 in all the remaining ULBs. To meet the finance needs, a joint venture company with Island FS, Andhra Pradesh Urban Infrastructure Asset Management Limited has been formed. Soon, Metro Rail in Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam will be on the realms of reality. We are planning to build Visakhapatnam Metro on a PPP mode. Steps are also afoot for taking up 110 kilometers of high-speed circular suburban train around Vijayawada. My government is committed to provide shelter to the poor and needy under the NTR Rural Housing Scheme. In urban areas, houses are planned under the Affordable Housing Program and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Misutilization and siphoning state funds by creation of fictitious assets has been observed in the past. To avoid a repeat of unethical corrupt practices, all the houses are being geotagged before commencement of works and at various stages of construction. My government has undertaken completion of nearly 4 lakh incomplete houses on a priority basis. Separate rural and urban housing programs are being undertaken with a target to complete 10 lakh houses in the next 2 years. Of this target, we are planning to construct 4 lakh houses during the year 2017-18. The entire beneficiary data is maintained digitally and monitored in a transparent manner. In our efforts to make Andhra Pradesh a logistic hub and gateway to East, my government is promoting a port-led development model, duly leveraging the 974-kilometer long coastline. My government has initiated the land pooling and land acquisition works of Machilipatnam and Bhavanapadu ports on the inland and waterways front. We are expediting the land acquisition for the identified land through delineation in the coastal districts of East Godavari, West Godavari and Krishna. As a priority, we are expediting the work relating to identification of the land for the Kakinada to Bhogapuram Beach Corridor project. Setting up of coastal economic and employment zone at Krishnapatnam, Tada, Tirupati is on fast track. The proposed petroleum economic zone in Kakinada is expected to boost indigenization in the upstreams of oil and gas sector. Vijayawada, Tirupati and Visakhapatnam airports have witnessed high growth rates in the country in terms of passenger traffic. The works of new airports at Bhogapuram, Orakallu, Dagadatti and expansion works at Vijayawada Rajamandri are progressing. Recognizing proper road network connectivity as an effective growth enabler, My government proposes to widen the roads over 372 kilometers into 4-lane dual carriageways under the Vizag-Chennai Industrial Corridor Development Program. Assistance of Asian Development Bank is being taken for development of this corridor. My government has also set a target to widen 1,000-kilometer single-lane roads to 2-lane roads during 2017-18. We are committed to ensure road connectivity from all the districts to the state headquarters and provide road and rail connectivity to various places.
ఏడబడినది తెలంగాణ హైలీ అబ్జెక్షనబుల్ నా తెలంగాణ మన తెలంగాణ అనండి నీ తెలంగాణ నువ్వు తెచ్చినావు తెలంగాణని ఇట్స్ అబ్సల్యూట్లీ వెరీ హైలీ అబ్జెక్షనబుల్ అధ్యక్ష మాటికి మాట్లాడినప్పుడు నా బిడ్డలు నా తెలంగాణ